Kevin, thank you for joining us. After a very positive performance on Tuesday night, we head to Salford. How's the preparation been for that one?
Yeah, very good. It's a quick turnaround, Saturday, Tuesday games, but the players are excited to get into the next game. There's so many good aspects of our play from Tuesday night. We want to develop and keep improving into the next game, and we see some really good learnings from that game. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to get back to the league now and focus our attention back into the bread and butter of league football, and we're looking forward to try and have a really good performance against Salford and back up the last 3 games with another positive display.
Yeah, we spoke afterwards on Tuesday night, didn't we? We said it was a good opportunity to rest some of the players that have, played those Saturday, Tuesday games, but also some players are going to give you a headache for selection. Has this training session today, cleared up your mind a little bit, or are you still having thoughts?
Yeah, no, we've got some real depth now in the squad, and it's important that we have that throughout. We want to look at the bench at any time and think, yeah, this player can come on and really impact the game, and that's important for us to have. We want to make sure that we only can pick 11, but everyone needs to be ready as a squad. Even some of the players that don't even get in the squad that need to be ready to step up at any time, and that's the beauty of having the depth and quality in depth. And we think we've got that in most positions now. So yeah, we're hopefully getting some players back from injury the next couple of weeks, which will give us more strength. But as I say, the players that are playing at the moment, they're doing their best to try and put themselves in a starting position. But as they know, sometimes if they don't start, it doesn't mean anything. It might be a tactical reason why they're not playing, but the most important thing is when they do get the opportunity, whether it's as a sub or a starter, they perform for the club.
Yeah, we just spoke to James Balagizi. He said the performances in the last 3 or 4 games, they've all been there, and perhaps we haven't got the amount of points that we deserved. Do you feel similarly to that? Do you think the win is just around the corner?
I do, because I believe in the group, and I know the capabilities, and the games that we've played in the league have been very tight. I would probably only state the Wimbledon game at home in the first 45 minutes was not acceptable. We didn't play well, and we deserved to be 1-0 down, and then we gave ourselves a mountain to climb after going down to 10 men. The other games have been very close. The first couple of games, Carlisle, we didn't create enough chance in the final third and wasn't ruthless enough in that game, but it was a tight game. And then the second game against Leyton Orient, again they're flying the top of the league. Everyone that was at that game, it was a close game. We dominated the first half, but we lost the game marginally by 1-0, but again didn't create enough chances. But after those 2 games, I think our attacking performances have really improved. In the league we've been really close, and in terms of changing a draw or a loss into a victory. The Northampton game would sum that up when we missed 2 1-on-1s when it was 2-2. So it's close. The players are performing well, and they're improving, and we think it's going to only be a matter of time before we really pick up some points in the league and go on a run. Yeah,
Salford themselves are, they've had a great start to the campaign. I'm sure you've done a lot of research on them, haven't you? It's looking to be a really exciting game if we perform, as we have, as you said, in the last 3 or 4 games.
Of course, I know the manager very well. Neil Wood's a fantastic person. We came up against each other quite a lot with Arsenal, and he was at Man United. And obviously, with my connections with England, when I was selecting players for the national team, and we had a lot of conversations on players, so we've got a really good relationship. I've got so much respect for him as a coach and as a person, and he's done a really good job at Salford. They've got a really good squad already that he inherited before, but the style of play has definitely changed this season, and it's great to see them play, and they've got good style, and I knew it was he would implement it quickly at Salford, and it's going to be a tough test for us and to go away there, but we'll be ready. We've got some players that were hungry to get back on the grass, and we're really putting a good performance, and we'll go there with full of confidence and hopefully put on a really good display. Yeah,
transfer deadline day, I can imagine it's a really exciting time as manager. Are you expecting to be very busy today?
Yeah, I am. We've been busy most days. The phone never stops going, and our director of football, Chris, is doing a great job, along with the ownership group and everyone, trying to look at where we can improve the squad, and where we might players might have to go and get some game time and some minutes. But we've been comfortable and happy with what we've done in beforehand. It's not a case of we have to panic or anything like that. It's really strategic in our work and what we've been doing. We've had a clear plan right from the beginning, and hopefully there's a couple more additions to add to the group in the next 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, that was going to be my last question. If the transfer window were to slam shut now, would you be happy with the acquisitions you brought in?
Oh, without a doubt. We feel that we've added depth and quality to the group. We've added experience as well as youth. We know that's an important balance to have. We've retained the emphasis of the squad and the team in terms of the togetherness and team spirit that was already in place here before, which is important to us. And we will keep building on the playing style that we want to play and then try and improve the players. Our pressing in the last 2 or 3 games has been excellent and something we need to make sure from game to game that's the level. So, we're in a good place. We just need to continue our form in the cup and now into the league, and then obviously everything will be rosy.
Cool, thank you.
Brilliant. Go back to transfer deadline day. And as an outsider, it always seems deals are really left to really late on in the day. Can you give us an insight into why that is, and why does it always seem last minute?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of details that go into the. I'm with you. There was a lot of reasons. I think, okay, why is it taking last minute? Why do they? Obviously, now I'm in the job, I understand a lot more details and the ins and outs. Lots of it's around players that they have in the squad that other managers might want to get rid of. There's a knock-on effect from Premier League all the way down to League Two in terms of which players are out on loan, and then which players the clubs might be bringing in. There's a lot of pieces of the jigsaw that clubs need to weigh up. There's injury situations, there's lack of form. Some managers and coaches can be emotional in terms of their decision making, and a player might have one bad game and then he wants him out straight away. There's all these different things that permutations that can occur, but I think from our perspective we've been very thoughtful in our planning, and we knew which positions that we needed strengthening, and we're always planning ahead in our method. So yeah, there's a lot more detail that goes into it behind the scenes.
Yeah. James Balagizi won our Crawley Observer Player of the Month. How impressed have you been with the way he's performed and the way he's gelled as such a young man coming into a senior side?
Yeah, I've been very impressed, but honestly I knew that he would play to this level. He can play even better than he's playing. Obviously I've known him for a long time, and he's got a lot of improvement to make, and in many aspects of his game, but he's here for us to help him improve and develop, but also help the club. It's been a really good relationship that we've managed to form with Liverpool and James and his family, and the proof is now in the games that he's playing. He's developing. He's a really talented young man, and he's very adaptable in his positions. He can play as an attacking midfield player, he can play as a controlling midfield player, or a defensive midfield player, and that's a really good skill set to have. And we've deployed him in more attacking role in recent weeks, and he's done a good job there. But most importantly, I think when you come on a loan to a League Two team, when the facilities and all the things that go around is not the same as Liverpool's training ground and all the things that you have there, he's adapted to that on a human level fantastically. His relationships with the players, how he communicates, how he carries himself, he's very humble, he works hard every day. These are things that are so important, and that will help him stand in good stead when he goes on and to have a really good career.
Lovely, thanks Kevin.
Pleasure.
James, thank you for joining us. An exciting trip to Salford on the horizon. How's the preparation been for that one?
We've all been working hard in training and stuff, and getting all the tactical information and stuff from the videos that the gaffer's been showing us. So yeah, we're all excited for the trip away. Yeah.
An exciting game on Tuesday, but a rare rest for you. You've been involved in every game before that. It must have been nice to just sort of get the legs up a little bit and not have to worry about playing Saturday, Tuesday.
Nah, it was a good rest, but obviously I'm just happy to play whatever game I'm involved in, and just excited about playing football. So yeah, I don't mind it, and I'm good. I'm happy that the team got a good result on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, there's been some positive performances, isn't there? Obviously Rochdale, we couldn't grab all 3 points, but a point is a decent one to come away with from a place like that, isn't there? Do you think the win is just around the corner?
Yeah, I feel like especially with the week we've just had, all the results have been quite positive, and we're unbeaten, and we just want to take the momentum and the good bits from each of the game and put it into a full result in the league, and hopefully that's just around the corner, like you said. Yeah,
it's another long trip, isn't it? Obviously you'll have your chance to train on the Friday, but as a player, do you have to prepare any differently for these long away trips?
I'd say preparation for games are all quite similar, but it's just the different tactical information for each different opponent that will differ quite a bit. But yeah, the preparation will be quite similar, I'd say.
Yeah, we've spoken to you a few times before. Obviously, we know that you're a fairly local lad when it comes to Salford, so I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of your friends and family up there for the game.
Yeah, I think everyone's excited to see me back up north again, and yeah, they'll definitely be at the game and watching and supporting us, so yeah, that'll be good.
James, you've won the Crawley Observer Player of the Month for August. How pleased have you been with your personal performances?
I feel like I've been very positive and I've done quite well so far, and hopefully I can use that to kick on and try to do even better and get even better with each game, because this is first team football is new to me still. So I'm happy with my start, and hopefully I can kick on and do better.
Yeah, and obviously you're quite a young lad.
Yeah.
It's fitting in with a lot of experienced players and that. How's that been for you, sort of fitting into a sort of men's senior team?
I feel like the experienced players have helped me quite a bit, obviously giving me advice every now and then, and telling me what to do and where to be and all this and that, and just giving me little bits of information on the pitch that will help me in what I'm doing and stuff. So yeah, it's been good for me so far.
Yeah, and how is Kevin helping your development as a player?
He's really looking after me in terms of my load and stuff, and also he's giving me little tips and pointers and showing me clips and stuff of what I can do better, and always giving me the best sort of advice, I'd say. So yeah, it's good working with him again, because he obviously knows me quite well.
Yeah, and obviously today is transfer deadline day.
Yeah.
What's it like as a player on transfer deadline day? Do you get really excited about it, or you're watching Sky Sports News? Or
personally, I always look out for what's going on, because I just find it interesting to just see what's happening, who's going where and stuff. So yeah, for me, I'd say yeah, I'm always tuned in and stuff like that.